Okay. All right, there's 3 steps. 3 steps. Simple things, real simple. Like all this EQ stuff, super simple, not easy. Sometimes, man, sometimes it can be the hardest thing you ever do in your life, but worth it. So real simple, 3 steps. First, awareness. Awareness. Hello, I have all these things going on. Hey, my inner child didn't heal this stuff. Hey, I have learned my IQ really good and my EQ is, so I better work on that area. I better, do something, find out about this, concentrate on that area at least a little bit, because if you can get that up there, dude, you can fly. Anyway, so 3 steps, awareness, right? So where are you at? What's possible? 2, acceptance. I'm angry. That's okay. I'm sad. That's okay. I'm afraid of a lot of things. That's okay. It didn't used to be okay, but it's more okay now. I'm still afraid of a lot of things, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. It's not a victim where the fear is this big and I'm this little thing and I don't know what to do with it and it's the whole world and it's all these people, and it's not like that anymore. It's just my fear and I can deal with my fear. If you can deal with your anger and your fear and your sadness, there isn't if you can deal with your anger and your fear and your sadness, the big 3, you can deal with almost anything life has to throw at you. It's so cool. It's great to have a huge vocabulary of words to be able to express your emotions. There are tons of ways: confused, frustrated, irritated, bored, all kinds of words to describe your emotions. That's very cool because we need to express it to people so they can be with us and so we can get our needs met. And it's also cool to take all those hundreds of words and boil them down to 3. There's only 3 negative feelings. If you can deal with your fear and your anger and your sadness, it just gives you a confidence and a power to be able to face anything. Basically, there isn't anything you can't do. There's anything you can't face. There's not anything you can't have, kind of thing. So, anyway, back to the 3. There was awareness. Okay, we got our eyes open now. Acceptance. All right. Just all right. It takes 1 second to agree, but you can fight it the rest of your life if you want, or you can just all right. And the 3rd is action, and action is really about how do you deal with your feelings. It's about what are you going to do about it, and it also, as a very important component of it, how not to. Very important. I have action. I can take action with my anger or not. That gives me power. I can say what I need to say or not. I can wait till later, or I can wait till I've got 6 seconds until I got things calmed down a little bit, and I can say it calmly like I want to. I have choices. EQ gives you choices, so many choices. So many people come and they take our class and they go, wow, wow, I had no idea that. I thought when you get mad, you yell. Or you get mad. Ask the guys in San Quentin. We go by them every day. You get mad, you shoot the dude. Or you get mad, you hit him, right? You get out. You don't put up with that shit, right? If you're mad, you got to show it. Well, that's one of the choices, as it turns out. There are a bunch of other ones. There's a lot of ways to express lots of feelings. There's lots of ways, and it's so nice to have choice. To have choices gives me freedom. I can choose this or 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 this. Sometimes it's confusing. You have too many choices, but it's still wonderful to have them. All right, that's your problem. So another thing about EQ, you can find out that what is my problem and what's not really my problem. What we do as kids when stuff happens to us, especially, is that we're really good observers. The kids see what's going on. They can feel what's going on. They've done brain studies of people who have been little kids that have been in a violent environment. They weren't even in the same room. They never saw their parents hit each other or scream at each other. Never saw it. Guess what? As an adult, here's the kid that didn't have domestic violence in their house. Here's the kid who did. Their brain is physically smaller. It stops growing. It's amazing. They weren't even in the room. They can feel it. So kids are great observers. They're little sponges and suck all this stuff up. But we're lousy interpreters. Little kids are looking around. They see that adults are having a hard time and they go, wow, if adult is hitting me, the adult is yelling at me, if the adult is doing whatever they're doing to me, it must be me. I must be the bad person. They're big people. They know what's going on. It's got to be me. And they take it on personally, and we create belief systems, we call them, inside of ourselves about who I am and where I fit into the world and what I'm worth and how lovable I am. And we create all these meanings as a kid, which stick with us. And there, a lot of times, it didn't have anything to do with the kid. This is a parent's issue. There's some crap, they're an addict or whatever it is, or they never dealt with their anger. And so they have this little, wonderful little vessel that they can take some of their crap and stick it in this kid, and it's wrong. But it happens, so the kid doesn't know what to do with it. So we observe this stuff, we take it inside, we don't know what to do with it, we take it personal. It has to be me. Well, guess what? It probably wasn't. So part of the healing process is unraveling that stuff and getting to the real core belief systems of what do you actually think of yourself? What do you actually believe of yourself? What did that little kid decide as a result of his pain or her pain? What did they decide about life? I'm not lovable. I'm bad. I'm no good. I'm powerless. I'm a victim. I'm not safe. The world is big and scary.
One of the cleanest people on the planet. Far from it. We have dogs, and we live on a dirt road, and I'm scared. I'm really scared, and I've heard some stories about people that haven't made it through that part. They're making it through. The cancer didn't kill them. The treatment did, because it took all the immunities out, and now anyway. So I'm going to be okay, in my opinion. Part of emotional intelligence is to be actively and consciously positive. It's one of my specialties. I'm happy to report. Sometimes I'm ridiculously positive, but you need to know that we can choose. The reality is that we get to choose. We get to be happy. We get to be miserable. It's kind of up to us. I mean, I could be very upset about having this. One of the nurses kept saying, life just isn't fair. Life just isn't fair. It's not right that you are here. It's not right that little kids get cancer. And I'm like, yeah, it's not. But if you're resentful and you believe that life isn't fair, then that's going to create a bunch of emotions in you, and you're going to start look at things in a negative point of view, and it skews things. And the good news is it's your choice. So I choose not to think of the negative stuff. I choose to think of the positive stuff. I feel very lucky that I don't have bad cancer. I just have cancer. I feel like I'm very lucky that I'm not in pain. I can imagine, some people are in pain all the time. What do you do with your pain? There's another one. What do you do with your feelings, when your emotional feelings, when you are physically in pain?